Hi guys, your girl again, Julie. As my people, as we keep quiet, we have been looking at Johnson Suleman when he lost these 7 people because of him. Because Johnson Suleman told us how he brought somebody alive from the dead after 4 days. So we constantly we give him extra so that he go train where we're so that from now on we go know that Apostle Johnson Suleman is the man and only prophetic prophet in the whole of Africa. So we say make it pass 4 days of the dead. But you don't pass 4 days. Today is Friday. It's been 1 week. Apostle Johnson Suleman, you have not raised the dead. Because you have to raise these 7 people. That one was only 1 person and it was 4 days. So this one is 7 people. So maybe we'll wait for 7 days. 7 times 7. I don't know what it means to you. So please, Johnson Suleman, don't let these 7 days pass. So don't let this week pass. You have to raise these 7 people because you raised up people. I hope the family is hearing me. Don't go and put your people in mortuary where you can put the bodies in mortuary, because he said the other one was stone dead. So obviously not from the house. They brought that person from the mortuary as well. So Johnson Suleman, we're still waiting for you. You can do the miracle today, you can do it tomorrow, you can do it next tomorrow. But you have to bring these people because you have done it before. If you can do it to somebody you don't know, why wouldn't you do it to somebody you know who have worked with you for 17 years? 17, not be joke, 17. So please, bring this guy back, except you are telling us saying that you do him to silence the guy and the information he knows about you. You have to bring this guy back. For somebody to have worked with you for 17 years, that speaks volume. So we are giving you time, and not let this time pass without you bringing him back. Make I leave the video for now. When Johnson Suleman brings somebody that has been stone dead for the past 4 days, not be 4 years. Make I not call her 4 years for her. Okay guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumb up, subscribe, and share the video. Bye for now. Peace out.
A young lady was brought dead, stone dead. I come to the office one day to examine the project in church, and I saw people were running. You know, not much protocol because they were not expecting me. So just few protocol that were around, they're trying to, you know, stop them, but they overwhelmed the protocol. It wasn't a service day. So I said, what's going on? Leave them. What does it matter? They said they brought their sister that died, but they left the sister at the gate because the security said you can't bring the cops in. I said, drive in. So one of the protocol came to me and said, sir, she died. This is 4 days she's gone. And I said, how many days was Lazarus there? Bring her in. They say I should pray. They didn't say I should wake her up. I should pray. My own is to pray. It's the duty of God to wake her up. So it's not my business. And they drove. And as they drove in, I heard something that triggered my spirit. A young boy that was inside said, she can't go. She has been a mother to me. Another said, this one was the one that stood by me when I got married. Sir, resurrection is on merit. Everyone that was brought back to life in scripture was on the ground of merit. Dorcas was a blessing to those around her. They brought the clothes that she made. Am I talking to somebody? The Shunammite woman was a blessing to the prophet. It's on me. When I heard that, something came on me. I spoke in tongues in capital letters, and I looked at, I said, open the door. Open the door. And the Lord said to me, sit in the car, put a egg on your lap. And I sat in the car, and the Lord said, worship me. Sir, I forgot where I was, and I was just worshiping. Was worshiping before I knew people knelt down, they were worshiping. Some knelt down, they were worshiping. I was lost worship. I didn't know that time was going. Somebody says, sir, you were worshiping for 1 hour. But with the funny thing, when I opened my eyes, the head was no more on my lap. The person whose head I put on my lap was sitting with me worshiping. 4 days. Listen, I didn't pray. There was no come out. It was intimacy. Death cannot stand intimacy. I said death cannot stand intimacy. The power of the grave cannot stand intimacy. People watch our programs and they ask me, why don't you make so much noise about miracles? I said, there's a level you walk with God, blind, deaf, dumb, crippled. They're good. Miracles are nice. But there's a level you are walking with God that you are not satisfied. Those are not your expectations anymore. Jonah 4, I quoted to you, the Lord spoke to the ground and a tree came out, developed in 4 hours. Those are dimensions. Those are dimensions in God. Where you are not just thinking of putting money in a bank. You are not believing God for a lot. You are believing God to own a bank. Still looking for a lot. Your expectation is too minimal. You are believing God for a blessing that you own your own bank. You are believing God for a blessing that you are not thinking of taking a flight, but to own your airline. It's time for believers to own companies. That before anybody gets a job after submitting their CV, the final CV, you ask them, are you born again? If you say yes, speak in tongues. This is the final interview for this job. Speak in tongues. Divine presence. Spend time. We're in a generation where people now spend more time on their phone than on the throne. Spend time with God.